What are you at? It's Paul from Wicked Acorn. Good morning. We're back again. I'm watching the screen here, and the start screen seemed to be lagging a bit. So if this is lagging, I'm going to cut this short and try and figure out what the problem is. Today, we're going to look at a video we put out not long ago, and I'm just watching myself here to see if this is lagging. It's like a 40-second delay. And the mantra for this morning is the only way to learn is do. And that's what we're doing, do. So we've been doing this live stream every morning. And one of the first ones we did was the historic towns of Britain or something. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some reaction videos to um, other people's videos. And don't get me started. Copyright claim. At one point in time, I was very against infringement on copyright. I still am, but I kind of lost that enthusiasm for copyright infringement after I bought my sixth copy of the White Album. It's like some people just don't need the money. Anyway, I digress. But what I wanted to do was do reactions to some videos like that, the one that Alice Roberts did about Manchester. And I wanted to talk about that. And you see these things all the time. However, it appears to be problematic with live streaming. When you have copyrighted material in live streaming, it gets flagged and the stream gets taken down. You can get copyright strikes and you can lose your channel. Anyway, we don't want to do that. It is free to use when you're doing reaction videos. You can, I'm sure you've seen thousands and thousands of these reaction videos on YouTube, and it's fair use or fair dealings, it's called here in the UK, when you make like a reaction video and the intention is not to replace the video so you can watch the video for free. One of the things I really wanted to do was the Peterloo movie. I wanted to watch the Peterloo movie with you guys and do reaction to that. It's going to be problematic. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it in a live stream. I can do it as a recording and put it out after. Of course, the problem with that is you can't react with me. And the importance of these live streams is the comments. So please leave a comment if you're there watching. There's somebody watching, leave a comment. That's what live streaming is all about, so you can interact with us and us, the royal us. You can react with the channel and find out what's going on, ask questions, whatever's on your mind. Let me know if it's lagging, if the video is lagging, and this may get cut short this morning. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to do, because I come down here every morning and I'm watching videos, doing whatever I happen to be doing, usually working on something. I usually spend an hour or so working on a mosaic or some project, uh, editing videos, whatever I'm working on. And I'm just watching videos on YouTube. And I'd like to do reaction videos to those, but don't think I'm going to be able to do it in a live stream. So that being said, what I'm going to do right now is put on one of my own videos, and it's one we did very recently. It's the Lido, the Lido in sale here, and the Lido. I was really surprised at the comments on the Lido video. A lot of people didn't know it was a swimming pool. It was originally a swimming pool. And that's what a Lido is. It's a swimming pool. So I don't know why people wouldn't know it was a swimming pool originally. Most people, I think, remember it as the bingo hall, and before that, like a dance hall. And I guess most people remember it as that, and they don't remember that it was a swimming pool. And there were it, some kind of covering for the pool, so it could be used as a dance hall. So if you were ever dancing at the Lido and you didn't know it was a swimming pool, you were dancing on top of a swimming pool. There was a swimming pool under the dance floor, like in It's a Wonderful Life. Anyway, that's in the video. I want to let this play and go back and look at the live stream here and see if it's lagging or not. So I'm going to play the video, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, here we are on the A56, that old Roman road between Manchester and Chester again. We got loud cars going by. What kind of sound are we getting? Are we getting a lot of background noise? No odds, because we don't need audio on this shot.
Sale is one of those towns that's oddly easy to miss. Despite being quite large, you can drive through it at least 5 times before you realize you've done it. It's the sort of place that feels as though it's always been there, like pavement or the concept of Tuesdays, without ever asking for much attention. It's neither flash nor forlorn. It's just comfortable, like a cardigan your nan might describe as perfect for popping to the shops. But if you happen to be paying attention, which, let's face it, is unlikely on the A56, you might notice this: the Sale Lido. It opened 90 years ago today. You probably remember it as Mecca Bingo.
What are you at? It's Paul from Wicked Acorn. Back in 1963, the Beatles made their first appearance at the Oasis Club in Manchester with Pete Best on the drums. That very same night, there was an equally famous group appearing at this venue, Bingo Star.
Now, I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the place, I had no idea what a Lido actually was. In fact, I wasn't even entirely sure how to pronounce it. Lido? Lido? I've heard both, sometimes in the same sentence, once confusingly from the same person. To me, the only Lido I knew growing up was the Lido Shuffle, that 1976 song by Boz Scaggs, which I used to think was about a seaside dance craze or possibly a European ferry. Turns out it's about gambling, or maybe heartbreak, or possibly both. Like most things in the 70s, it's best not to tug too hard at the lyrics.
My doctor told me I have a bingo tumor, but no need to worry, it's benign.
Anyway, this was...
So, I make a whole lot of jokes in this video. The video seems to be lagging a bit, but the camera here doesn't seem to be. So I don't know what the problem with that is. So we'll carry on and we'll find out what's happening. The only way to learn is do. There are so many buttons and switches on this thing. and I have to learn how to do it. And the only way to learn is do. Um, I make a whole lot of bingo jokes in this video, and I had no idea that bingo was played differently in this country. Uh, let me explain. See, I need to learn to do this switching here. I switched to the wrong camera. So in North America, this is what a bingo card looks like, something like this. And it has the word bingo and B-I-N-G-O, and bingo was his name-o. So the caller, the person that calls the letters, I have no idea. I have no idea how bingo's played in this country. I've never been to a bingo game in this country. And I was at bingo with my mother and grandmother when I was a kid. So I don't know a lot about bingo, but I do know how it's played. I've played bingo, and the cards look something like this. And I really, really remember the bingo cards. They were green, and they had sliding windows that would cover the numbers. They were green cards with a red transparent slider that would go across the numbers as they were called out. So what happens is the caller will say, under the B, 7, or as the joke just was then, under the B, 8. And they have all these stupid jokes that they do with each number. They probably do here, I don't know, I have no idea. But people commented that this these jokes were lost on them. They had no idea that there were letters in bingo. But that's the way bingo is played in North America. Let me know if I'm wrong here or those people are wrong. You know, there are a set number of numbers under each letter. I don't know what they go to. Like B may go up to 16. So you could have 1 to 16 in in this row or column. And I don't know. I don't know a lot about bingo. And then you have numbers, you know, and they get increasingly higher as you go up each column. And you know, you get the four corners is a game, and diagonal, and an X is another one, and of course the full card. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about bingo. You just cover up the number that the caller says. That's all I know. Anyway, there I make all these stupid bingo jokes. Most of them are about B for some reason, and yeah. So let me know if you know anything about this. Let's see. There's some comments here. Um, it takes me a while to figure out how to do this. It's more rhymes in the UK. The sound is good. Thank you. Asterix, thank you. Kirsten, number 10. Kirsten, right, right. Key to the door, 21. Key to the door, 21. What does that mean? I don't understand that one. Uh, but yeah, there's jokes like that. So in I'm sure it's the same in North America, but you also have letters to play with to make your stupid jokes. So I'm making these stupid jokes in the in the video, and nobody got them. So I'm just going to let it play again, and we'll see if the video is getting in sync better or whatever.
The lead of the British variety, which, if you don't know, is basically an outdoor swimming pool that's been given a Mediterranean name in the hope that you won't notice it's freezing cold and smells faintly of elastoplast and chips. But in the 1930s, that was the dream. Sunshine, fresh air, vigorous splashing, all in a space designed to make you feel just a little more continental, without actually having to leave Cheshire.
A little known fact about this building in Sale in the northwest of England: it was once the home of the biggest international non-governmental organization in the world.
Now, I'll be honest, it's not what you call conventionally beautiful. It's a bit grey, a bit blocky, a bit like what might happen if you asked a 1930s toaster to turn itself into a building.
Elastoplast, is that a thing here? I had to look up um, elastoplast because I wanted to say band-aids, but of course you don't call them band-aids here, you call them plasters. Maybe I should have said plasters. Um, anyway, I looked up popular band-aid names in the UK, and it told me elastoplast was a thing. Is that a thing? Does anybody know about that?
But it is interesting.
What's a bingo player's favorite music? Anything with a good B8.
It has the lovely flat roof and porthole windows that say, someone somewhere once saw a photograph of Miami Beach and thought, yes, let's do that, but let's make it British. When I first saw it, it had one word emblazoned across the front in letters so large you could probably see it from Bolton. Subtlety clearly was not part of the architectural brief. Now, I have nothing against bingo. It's loud, it's social, and it involves pensioners wielding felt-tipped pens like they're about to invade Normandy. But it did make me wonder, what was this place before all the shouting and the dabbers? And the answer, delightfully, is this was a Lido. The Lido opened in 1935, right in the middle of the Great Depression, as part of Sale's charter celebrations, when the town was granted borough status and decided quite sensibly to throw a party about it. There were bands, there were speeches, there were children dressed as flowers, and best of all, there was this brand new swimming pool. Well, mostly brand new, because if you look closely at this footage, just behind all the swimmers and splashing, there's a man giving one last lick of paint.
This video we're seeing there is the Sale charter video, and it's on the channel if you want to. I like this comment, Asterix, I'm old, so much of what you remark on I remember. I guess that means I'm old too. um, yeah, it's the Sale charter video. So Sale got its charter as a town, I guess, the incorporation of Sale Moor, Ashton-upon-Mersey, Brooklands, and Sale became a town. So the Sale Charter was in 1935, and there was a big celebration for it. And just a few months before, the Lido opened in July, and the charter celebrations were in September, I think. Yeah, so this video, I mean, I don't know when it was filmed, but there's a guy there painting. You can see in the background a guy is still painting. So the building was brand new. It opened in 1935 in July. So they were still painting the building at the time. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? There you can see them back there. I guess that's the front of the building. I don't know.
During the actual opening, nothing says on schedule like painting a public building while small children frolic nearby in their Sunday best. I suppose that's one way to test if the paint's dry. Get the mayor to lean on it. But this wasn't just any pool. This was a Lido, which, as we know, is the word the British use when they want to feel continental about freezing to death in their own country. It had everything: a solarium, a cafe, even a cover so it could be used for dances in winter. It was essentially a leisure center before the concept existed. And there's a rumor, unconfirmed, but far too good to ignore, that it had a sliding floor. Yes, like in It's a Wonderful Life. You know the scene, Jimmy Stewart dancing and then suddenly falling into the water. People swear that happened here. Now, it probably didn't, but frankly, who cares? If Sale wants to believe it once had a bit of Hollywood under its lino, I say let them. In time, as these things go, the glamour faded. People got central heating, foreign holidays, indoor plumbing. The Lido closed, and Bingo moved in. Say what you like, but you can't fault Bingo for optimism. It kept the building going, gave people a reason to come together, and gave us lines like this.
What do you
I wonder what he's going to say now. Yeah, the video seems to be lagging a bit. I don't know why, but I'll 70. That's 70, right? Yeah, I'm not 70, but hopefully I will be someday. 70's not old, but what do I know? Yeah, I stopped because I'm watching this, which is like 40 seconds behind the actual live here, so I'm a bit out of sync here. The Lido had a cover for the dance floor, and somebody commented that their mother went in expecting to go swimming, and it was covered over and people were dancing. I think that would have been very strange to go in your swimming costume and see people dancing, or probably even stranger to see someone walking into a dance hall in their swimming costume. Anyway, yeah, it was covered over, and if anybody knows anything about that, let me know, because I'd like to get into the building. If anybody has an in to get me in there, I'd love to get in there and see the building. I've never been in there. I'm not a bingo player, so I had no reason to go in there. But I should have. I should have gone in there because it's one of those landmark buildings in Sale, like along with the Pyramid Cinema, the Odeon, or what were some other names on it? Leave a comment if you remember. Odeon? Can't remember. Anyway, you know the building I'm talking about. They're kind of very distinctive buildings in Sale on Washway Road there. And they're the first buildings I noticed when I moved here. And they're very distinctive, and they're landmarks of Sale for sure, and something to be proud of. Back in the day, I'm sure people were very proud of them. A big new cinema and a a Lido and dance hall with the floor covering thing. So I'd love to get in and see that. People have commented that the pool is still there. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, you wouldn't fill it in. Uh, and what kind of floor covering did they have? I'm doubtful that they had like a mechanical one, like in It's a Wonderful Life. That looks really, really expensive. It must have been amazing. I remember watching It's a Wonderful Life as a kid, and I never saw anything like that in my life, ever. To this day, I've never seen anything like that. And that movie came out in in the late 40s, and it's meant to be even earlier than that. But I've never seen anything like that. So I'm imagining they had some kind of planks that they put over the swimming pool. That's my thinking anyway. I don't know. If you know anything about it, leave a comment. Um, yeah, those buildings were beautiful, and they were all built around the same time. Um, don't remember the date on the Pyramid Cinema, but it's in the Sail Charter video, isn't it? So it's got to be older than the Lido. I don't remember, but we did a video about that as well. So have a look at that. But if you know anything about that, or know anyone that could get me in to get some video inside the Lido, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to get in and see it, and you guys could see it too. Okay, there's another joke coming up here now. I wonder what this is. What something? What do you call? I don't know. Let's find out.
What do you call a pensioner that wins 3 bingo games in a row? A Jerry hat trick.
Now, nearly 90 years on, the building still stands. A little tired, a little neglected, but still here, still waiting. And that's kind of the point.
B2 or not B2? That is the question. No, the question is, who was Bingo? The farmer or the dog?
Because all those good old days that people get misty-eyed about, the street parties, the May Queens, the brass bands and the buntings, they didn't just happen by magic. Someone had to organize them, raise the money, paint the wall during the ceremony. It took effort, and that's what we forget. The people who built this weren't trying to preserve anything. They were trying to make something better, livelier for their town, their kids, their community. They planted seeds, and now, almost a century later, we're standing in their garden saying, "Isn't this lovely?" The question is, what are we planting? What will people stand in front of 90 years from now and say, "Well, that was a curious thing in concrete, but it mattered"?
Knock, knock. Who's there? Winner. Winner who? When are you going to give up these stupid bingo jokes?
So
You can download, well, I can download videos from YouTube. From my channel page, I can download my videos, but they're really low resolution. They're really not good at all. So I had to use third-party programs, applications, whatever, to download full high-quality videos, even my own videos. You can download any video from YouTube through these third-party things. So I use that, and there's one that I use all the time, but apparently they're not legal in this country. So you find one that works, and then it gets shut down. So you have to find another one, and find another one, find another one, find another one. People keep putting them up, these little programs to download your videos. And there's one that I always use, one really good one. And last night, preparing for this, oh, the postman's here. Is he gonna knock? I may have to go. No, don't think so. No, he's walking away. Good, I don't have to leave. Yeah, so there's this one that I've been using for many months now, downloading. I'm not from Sale. Asterix, thanks for all the comments. Anybody else there want to leave a comment? That's what this is all about. Ask questions. Asterix says, I'm not from Sale, but my brother run model steam locos at Raglan Road Park. Oh yeah, we did a video about the miniature railway in Walton Park. Yeah, what a fantastic setup. That's and it's fascinating. I and there are so many people that are into trains and railways and things. And I grew up in a railway town, and it was just part of the scenery to me. It wasn't everybody I knew worked for the railway. Everybody. It was a railway town. Everybody in the town worked for the railway. Well, I exaggerate, not everybody, but it was a railway town. A lot of people worked for the railway. My father worked for the railway. His three brothers. Two lived in the town I grew up in, and they all worked for the railway. Everybody I knew worked for the railway, and so it was just part of the scenery for me. It wasn't something we were fascinated with. It was just part of the scenery. It's how you grow up, I guess. Yeah, the miniature railway is great. I love it. I've been on it, and we did a little video about it. But yeah, the software that I use to download the videos is, oh, you watched it, good. The software that I use to download the videos, they keep getting taken down because I guess it's illegal to download the videos in this country. Something happened to it, and I'll just show you what happened here. This is interesting because did I just do the joke there? The knock knock joke? I think I did. If I didn't, it doesn't matter. Now what's going to happen here? Yeah, so I downloaded it and put it into this software so I could show you guys this morning. And I think it's dubbed in Polish. It's really weird. This has never happened before, so that one's no good anymore. I had to find another one. But just check this out. Do knock knock jokes work in Polish? I think it's Polish. I'm not sure. Let me know if you know. Oh, let's see. What's happening here? See, this is what I'm talking about. I can't get this to play. Why isn't this playing? It's not playing. The only way to learn is do. Why aren't we playing? Ah, okay. There we go.
Oke, ini dia kita di A56. Jalan Romawi kuno antara Manchester dan Chester lagi. Kata, wah, itu adalah benda yang aneh dalam beton, tetapi itu penting. Ketuk-ketuk, siapa di sana? Pemenang, pemenang, siapa? Kapan Anda akan menyerah pada lelucon bingo yang bodoh ini? Jadi
I don't know. I have no idea what the dubbing is, but what is the joke in English? Let's see.
Maybe a building doesn't have to be beautiful. What will people stand in front of 90 years from now and say, well, that was a curious thing in concrete, but it mattered.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Winner. Winner who? When are you going to give up these stupid bingo jokes?
So yeah, winner. Does that work in Polish? How would that work in Polish? I'm sure that's not a pun in Polish. Well, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Okay, we're getting. I have to let this play out.
So maybe a building doesn't have to be beautiful. Maybe it just has to last, to remind us that community isn't something you inherit. It's something you show up for, preferably with a paintbrush. We like to think of the past as the good old days, but the truth is, they were just days, made good by people who cared, who painted walls, who organized dances, who believed, perhaps a bit naively, that what Sale really needed was a swimming pool with style. Over the decades, things changed. The dances stopped, the swimming dried up, and bingo, that noble British art of quiet competitiveness and loud card marking, moved in. And while it's easy to sneer at bingo, there's something rather comforting about it. The building kept going, it adapted, it remained useful, which in the end might be the most underrated kind of success. Now, nearly 100 years on, it's still here, a little weary, a little wonky, still standing, still interesting, and very much still Sale.
Before you go, I have one last thing to say. 069. See you next time.
So yeah, there you go. That's the story of the Lido in Sale. And thanks for the comments. That's what this is all about, so you can interact with the channel, and you know, any suggestions you have, I can see them. And thanks a lot for sticking around this morning. And is there a good time to do this live stream? I'm just doing it at this time, as I was saying at the beginning there, because this is when I come down and work and watch videos. But I'm not going to be able to do that because of copyright problems. So I may do some reaction videos, but not live. That might be a thing to do. But doing the live stream, that... oh, you have one of my mugs. Excellent. Which one? I have a... I'm drinking from the Eyebrow Cottage mug this morning. Eyebrow Cottage is the oldest building in Trafford, would you believe? It's the oldest house in Sale. It's the oldest building in Trafford, I've forgotten the date, early 1600s. And I've seen photos of, there were many buildings like that, and there are pictures of it with a, I think, no, it has a, I don't remember, but there were many buildings along Washway Cross Street with thatched roofs, and there are photos out there of such buildings. Eyebrow Cottage probably had thatched roof at one time. The earliest photos of the Eyebrow Cottage, it has like a shop on, if you're facing the building on the right hand side, there's a shop there, which has been many things over the years in the photos. Yeah, it's been many things, like a shoe repair, and anyway, it's been many things. And the earliest photos are like that. It's not symmetrical. It doesn't have the two eyebrows. So I've often wondered if the name Eyebrow Cottage is a newer name, because it was put back or made symmetrical. I don't know if it was symmetrical originally with the two eyebrows. It only had one eyebrow. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that might be a new name on it, the Eyebrow Cottage, but I don't know. So a lot of things just are lost in time, aren't they? And anyway, when is a good time to do live streaming for you guys? Is we can set aside a day or a time, and I'm not going to continue this. Maybe I will. I don't know. They won't be this long because I can't set aside this much time. Well, maybe I can. I don't know. I could continue to work on something, but having a video to play in the background, just that I don't have to constantly speak over, it would be a thing. And anyway, I don't know. This is the only way to learn is do, the mantra of this morning. Anyway, that's our video for today. And thanks for dropping by. And you came by the stall. Okay, great. I don't remember the name Asterix, but oh, somebody did come by the stall at the last market and asked for a bespoke mug, and that's ready. I don't want to show you the mug because it looks like it might be a gift. Anyway, your mug is ready, and I can't leave the house today, and the car is in London. My wife and daughter have gone to London for a couple of days to bring a visitor back to the airplane. Anyway, there you go. All right, we'll see you in the next one.